The era of wages being kept deliberately low by the Liberal and National parties effectively came to an end today. It came to an end for people on the minimum wage. It came to an end for cleaners, for shop assistants, for people in the care economy. A wage increase that the Liberal and National Party never would have advocated for had a Labor government, an Albanese Labor government, turn up, argue for, and as of today, deliver. People will be seeing in their bank accounts what the change of government means. People will be seeing in their bank accounts a wage increase that never would have happened back when we had a government committed and determined to keep wages deliberately low. For the first time in nearly a decade, we've had a government argue for a real wage increase, and now it'll be delivered.
Thanks very much. Well, what I'd say is that those small businesses all rely upon their workers who are really struggling with the cost of living. They're struggling. This is $1 an hour. Let's be clear about what this debate has been about. It's about whether people who are on the minimum wage should have a real wage cut. And I haven't had anyone who's not on the minimum wage argue that that should occur. I haven't heard it. You know, these people are really struggling. And that's why we opposed a real wage cut for people on the minimum wage. These are workers who keep those small businesses going. And they are workers who deserve not to go backwards, because they literally, if you are on the minimum wage, you are also spending every dollar that you have. Every dollar that you receive will go back into the economy, into circulation. Won't go into savings, won't go into an overseas holiday. It'll go into food on the table for the kids of people on minimum wages. That is what this is about.
Prime Minister, you had in the last election a swing of 4.8% in this seat towards Labor. Is that evidence of your message in terms of reassuring those who are working in the energy sector is working by way of their confidence in being able to get jobs in the future?
We had an outstanding candidate here, was the first point I'd make. Matt Burnett, who's the local mayor here, who's hosting a community reception here at lunchtime. And certainly I've encouraged Matt to run as our candidate at the next election because Matt Burnett is an outstanding local representative and he's someone who's committed to this community. But we're also committed to defending existing jobs but also creating new jobs. That's why we came to Gladstone. We were talking about the Yarwun alumina refinery and how it can not only stay open but can grow in terms of the jobs that are available. Rio Tinto, at their 3 plants here in Gladstone, employ around 4,500 people. But the indirect jobs are many more as well. They know that unless there's a change in the way that their operations occur, then they won't be able to grow into the future. That's why they're talking about investing not for a year or for 5 years, but for 20 years into the future.